Time of Giants, written by Neil Gaiman. Imagine a time long ago. The earth was young and wild. Towering dinosaurs ruled the land. They shook the ground with their mighty footsteps, but they were not alone. In this ancient world, dragons soared through the skies. The dragons were creatures of magic and fire. They commanded the winds and spoke in tongues of smoke and lightning. The largest of them, the Sky Titans, were as vast as mountains. Their wing beats could blot out the sun. Smaller, nimbler dragons, known as fire wings, danced among the trees. Their scales shimmered like 1,000 sunsets. Dinosaurs and dragons lived in a balance, a harmony as old as time. The dinosaurs grazed the plains and roamed the forests. The dragons guarded the skies and breathed life into the volcanoes. It was a world of wonders, a time of giants. Shaping the land, breathing the skies, the dinosaurs, with their colossal size, carved mountains and rivers. Their migrations shaped the very flow of life. The mightiest of them, the long-necked thunderfoots, could topple forests with a swing of their tails. This created space for new growth. Their footprints became lakes where smaller creatures thrived. The dragons, masters of fire and air, were architects of the sky. Their fiery breath sculpted caves into mountaintops. This created homes for themselves and other creatures seeking shelter. The Sky Titans, with their powerful wings, stirred the clouds and brought rain to the parched lands. This ensured the survival of countless plants and animals. This was their dance, their symphony of existence. The dinosaurs shaped the land. The dragons breathed life into the skies. Together, they maintained the balance, a testament to the power of nature's collaboration. The earth begins to tremble. But even in this world of wonders, change was inevitable. The earth began to tremble with growing pains. Volcanoes, once sources of warmth and life, erupted with furious anger. The skies, once clear and blue, choked on ash and smoke. The once fertile lands withered and died. Rivers ran dry, leaving behind cracked earth and the skeletons of thirsty beasts. The dinosaurs, confused and afraid, migrated in search of new homes. Many perished along the way, their bodies littering the desolate landscape. The dragons, their magic tied to the earth's energy, felt their powers waning. The air grew heavy and still, making it harder to fly. The flames of their breath flickered and sputtered. The world they knew, the world they helped shape, was crumbling around them. Whispers of the ancients. As the world descended into chaos, the dragons gathered for their secret councils. These gatherings took place in the heart of the dragon's cradle. This was a hidden volcanic valley where dragons had hatched for millennia. The air crackled with ancient magic and the whispers of dragons long gone. The elders, their scales dull with age and worry, consulted the star stones. These were ancient meteorites that had fallen to Earth eons ago. The stones held the memories of the universe, whispering prophecies of the past, present and future. The news was grim. The Earth, they learned, was undergoing a great transformation. The continents were shifting, climates were changing, and the very flow of magic was being disrupted. The world as they knew it was coming to an end. Among the dragons gathered was a young firewing named Ember. Ember, with scales the color of a sunrise, was known for her courage and her boundless optimism. While the elders spoke of doom and gloom, Ember clung to hope. "We can't just let the earth die," she exclaimed, her voice ringing with defiance. "We have magic. We can fix this." The elders, their hearts heavy with the weight of centuries, shook their heads sadly. "The earth's changes are too powerful, young one," said an elder, his voice raspy with age. "Even our magic is no match for the forces of nature." But Ember refused to give up hope. "There has to be something we can do," she insisted. "We just need to think bigger." She looked around at the faces of her fellow dragons, her eyes shining with determination. Ember's unwavering optimism sparked a flicker of hope in the hearts of even the most ancient dragons. They huddled together, their wings overlapping like shields, their minds working as one. They remembered ancient tales, whispered legends of a time when dragons had moved mountains and diverted rivers. And so, with a shared breath, with a unified purpose, they decided to attempt the impossible. The dragons took to the skies, their roars echoing across the ravaged lands. They flew towards the heart of the chaos, to the very source of the earth's turmoil. The sky titans, their immense wings beating with the force of hurricanes, attempted to calm the raging storms. Their roars shook loose the ash and smoke, allowing slivers of sunlight to pierce the gloom. The fire wings, nimble and quick, dove into the heart of erupting volcanoes, using their bodies to redirect lava flows away from populated areas. Their flames, fueled by the desperation in their hearts, fought against the fires consuming the land. The receding tide of magic. For a time, it seemed as if their efforts might succeed. The earth's tremors subsided, and the skies cleared. New life began to sprout from the scorched earth. The dinosaurs, their eyes wide with wonder, watched as the dragons danced their desperate dance. But the victory was short-lived. The earth, like a wounded beast, thrashed against their efforts to heal it. The volcanoes erupted with renewed fury, spewing forth molten rock and poisonous gases. The skies darkened again, and the air grew heavy with ash and the stench of death. The dragons, their magic spent, their bodies weary, faltered in their task. They had poured all their energy, all their hope, into trying to heal the earth. But it was not enough. The forces of nature, vast and unforgiving, were simply too powerful to overcome. A farewell to legends. As the world crumbled around them, the dragons knew they had reached their limit. With heavy hearts, they gathered one last time in the dragon's cradle. The air, once alive with magic and hope, was now thick with sadness and the smell of sulfur. The elders, their scales now ashen grey, looked upon their kin with weary pride. "We have fought bravely," one elder rasped, his voice cracking like thunder. "We have done all we could, but the earth has chosen a different path, one we cannot follow." And so, with tears in their eyes and fire in their hearts, the dragons prepared to leave the world they had known for so long. They knew they could not survive on this transformed earth. Their magic was fading, and their time was coming to an end. Echoes in stone and story. The dinosaurs, their roars of confusion echoing across the dying landscape, watched as their winged companions took flight. The dragons soared into the sky, their forms growing smaller and smaller until they were nothing more than shimmering specks of light against the darkening heavens. The earth continued to tremble and shift. Volcanoes erupted, continents collided, and the climate changed dramatically. The reign of the dinosaurs, once thought to be eternal, was coming to an end. Over eons, the earth healed. The volcanoes quieted, the continents settled, and new life flourished. But the memory of the dragons and their fiery dance lived on. Their stories were passed down through generations, whispered on the wind, etched in stone, and preserved in the very bones of the earth. Our earth, their legacy. Today, we look upon the world with wonder. We marvel at the towering mountains and the vast oceans. We explore ancient caves adorned with strange and beautiful formations. We unearth fossils of fantastic creatures, their bones whispering tales of a time long past. And perhaps, just perhaps, when the wind whispers through the trees or a volcano rumbles in the distance, we hear faint echoes of their legacy. A time when dragons and dinosaurs ruled the earth. A time of magic and wonder forever lost to the mists of time.